Well, today I'm really excited to be with Kerry and Sarah, who are some of my most inspirational friends, who run a charity which is building a school in Nepal, or has built a school in Nepal. And I'd like to ask Sarah first how it all started.
Well, it started when we went on holiday in 2007. We decided to go trekking in the Anapurna foothills, and our guide, Raju, took us, and a porter. And when we were in the most remote area, I was very violently sick and really wasn't at all well. And Raju was so helpful beyond what was necessary and so caring that we asked him if there was anything that we could do to help him, as he'd helped us so much. And he said, well, really, he'd like his children to have a bit of help with their education. And so we said we would support his two boys throughout their education by sending out a sum each year. And then this led on to helping restore the village school, which was just a leaky stone building with a corrugated iron shed and no electricity and no running water or anything. And so we decided that they needed a better facility than that for 3 villages that were in the area, and the children from the 3 villages went to this school at the primary age. And so we got a lot of friends and did some fundraising and raised some money, and we started off by getting them some electricity connected to the school and a water tank. And the villagers, the wives, laboured to make the area clear for a playground, and the menfolk, all villagers, brought up all the cement and bricks and tools and things on their backs. They had to do it up the mountain. They had to carry it. There was nothing, no transport. There were mules, or mainly on their own backs. And they started to build the school, and gradually they finished it in 2014. And now it is a brick building with 5 classrooms and a roof and a playground with a good fence round, and lavatories and computers. And now the government is interested in helping to support them, whereas before, as it was off the tourist trail and nobody would see it, the government weren't interested in helping them financially at all. And now they have, I think, a headmaster and a deputy, and about 4 teachers who are paid, and 3 volunteers who are paid by members of the villages, and we send money to help pay for the volunteers and supplement the staff's wages. And now it's up and running and seems to be very successful.
So it's a question of having seen a need,
Yes,
and got to it, and it's gone further than that now, hasn't it? In terms of
yes. Raju, our guide, has bought a plot of land down in Pokhara, which is the 2nd largest city in Nepal, and he is building a house down there on a plot of land that he has bought amongst 34 other plots of land. And he is making this house so that his boys, who now go to college in Pokhara, will have somewhere to live, and other boys from the village can lodge there as well, because digs in the town are rather substandard, and you worry about letting 16-year-olds loose in a big city when they're not used to it, because there's all sorts of drugs and whatever goes on in big cities, and they would be safer in this little hostel. And so the funds that we get now go out towards building this hostel, which they seem to be getting on with very quickly.
So they actually all do it themselves?
Yes, I don't know whether Raju goes down there and lays a brick or 2. I rather doubt it, but I think he has a lot of friends, because Raju does trekking for the trekking company, and when he's not trekking with the company, he also has to run his farm up in the mountains. which his wife does all the time, and his 2 boys when they're not at school. And so when he sends photographs of the progress of this, which we call GAR 2, because GAR means homestead and it means second home, we get photographs taken by the eldest son on his mobile telephone, and we see about 4 or 5 people working on this site, and 1 or 2 of them seem to be ladies. So they're getting on with it. I think they want to finish it by December this year.
Well, that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for telling me all about this, and it's this true inspiration to find somebody who's taken a problem and tackled it successfully. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.